Well, let's just get this shit started. Why don't? Why don't we? It's Curmudgeon Nation. Welcome to the program. It's a horrible show. It's very low production values because I'm a caveman and I really don't care. But I'm here to vent about the shit that's blowing my fuses, that's tripping my breakers tonight. But I want to just get with the program really quick. So, look, I know you don't got much time. I want to talk to you about this. Look, I'll explain something to you. Do you know, for years, I have gone around the country, and as part of my job, I've had to give speeches to various conferences around the country. And back in 2010, I gave a speech at the 2010 Maintenance and Reliability Technology Summit, the MARTS conference in Chicago. Now, they invited me there because that conference had partnered with a local autism society in the Chicago area. And it was a partnership called Reliability, because that's what I'm into in business, is reliability of production assets, and that aspect of maintenance and reliability for huge businesses like steel and oil and gas and pharmaceuticals and food and production enterprises and beverages, these giant factories that I've been a consultant to for many years. Well, anyway, the reliability industry partnered with the Autism Society at the MARTS conference in 2010. And they invited me to speak there, not only because I have spoken at many conferences similar to this, but also have a daughter with autism. So the two worlds totally intersected at this point. And when I accepted the invitation to speak at the conference, I found out that John Ratzenberger was going to be the keynote speaker at the conference. Now, some of you may not know who John Ratzenberger is or was, or he is, but he's, if you remember from the 1980s, the show Cheers, it was so popular in the 80s. MASH was the other one, but Cheers was just in everybody's mind. It was a wonderful show, and at the end of the bar were these two dudes, Norm and Cliff. And Cliff was that's him, John Ratzenberger, the postman. He was a postal guy in the show who just always had the craziest ideas, and he came up with strange theories, and he was a know-it-all on everything, and he was really great character on the show. But anyway, John Ratzenberger was going to be the speaker on this show. Reliability gives voice to autism. So I kept wondering, what does maintenance and reliability in a factory like a steel mill, reliability of the assets, reliability of those machines to not crap out and give an unexpected downtime when you don't expect it, and to be able to deliver when you're trying to produce the product and not go down because of some horrible issue related to the lubrication or due to the alignment of the equipment or due to the electrical or the motor. You know, there's so many things in business that come into play when it comes to reliability. What does this have to do with autism? You know, you begin to wonder. So this drew me to this conference, and of course, knowing that John Ratzenberger would be the keynote speaker and that I would be one of the speakers was wonderful. So I wanted to attend this conference, and I got there, and it was wonderful to know. You know, some of you may not know that Ratzenberger, in all the Pixar movies, he's had some sort of role as a voice character. In Toy Story, he was, the Ham, the piggy bank. In The Bug's Life, he was that P.T. Flea, the guy in charge of the little circus. Monsters Incorporated, Finding Nemo, he was there. The Incredibles, he was in there. Carl's, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up. All of them, they love the guy's voice, and I love it too. And I met him. He was a great guy. I liked Ratzenberger. I met him, and he signed my book, and I have that book to this day. But you know what's great about Ratzenberger is he was in the original Star Wars. The original! on 1977 or no, not the original. He was in the sequel, the Empire Strikes Back. He was on the ice planet. Yeah, that's right. He was on the ice planet there with Princess Leia and C-3PO. And I love the guy. And anyway, but he gave this speech. So you're wondering, how can John Ratzenberger give a speech? About that has anything to do with me and how I'm there. How am I there giving a speech along with this person? Well, I loved it that he gave one of the best speeches I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it was, he started talking about, and I'm going to probably butcher it, and please forgive me, Ratzenberger, but he started talking about how he was, when he grew up with his aunts and uncles and his family up in New England or wherever he was in a seaside community, the whole neighborhood, everything, you walk down the street, there's a little shop that was for making electric motors, and there's another shop for this, and there was another shop for this. The skilled workers, the tradesmen in the area of the boats and the air conditioning industry and the rewinding of the little motors and the this and that. I mean, he was ensconced in that, and he grew up amongst all these skilled tradesmen, and he learned to do so many different aspects of a skilled tradesman, And some of you out there right now, you may be an electrician, you may be a mechanic, a machinist, instrumentation and control, somebody who just specializes in electronics, or you're an operator at a company. Or you're really good at carpentry or plumbing or a pipe fitting or the building trades, renovating houses, carpentry, these types of things. These are the skills that he's talking about that are now so rare to find. Anybody who can do them. It's like, because everybody, he gave a speech about how everybody wants to be something else. They want to be a rapper. They want to fucking do anything else. But he started talking about how if we do not have the skilled trades workers, the electricians, the mechanics, the plumbers, the carpenters, the people that can actually do the work, those people, if we don't have them, industry is fucked. And he has an organization called Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs, where he tries to get young people involved in the skilled trades because, nobody teaches the skilled trades like they did when I was a child. Nowadays, anybody wants to do is be a rapper or, goof off. But back in my day, they wanted to learn how to help society, how to have the skills that it takes to succeed. But nowadays, it's all lost. But anyway, these people here have been very important in the whole aspect of things. But this skilled tradesman, and me and Ratzenberger, I met him. And he signed my book, and I talked to him, and he gave the greatest speech I ever heard. It blew me away. And he was like, we have got to invest in these people. Now, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is what chaps my ass. This is what trips my breaker. This is what blows my fuse, is that these very people who are so needed, who are so necessary, who are so rare, because most people don't want to do it because it takes hard work. You got to get up in the morning and go to work. You have to be there on time. You have to have your tools. You have to have your PPE. You have to wear your hard hat. You have to put on your safety glasses. You have to put on your metatarsal shoes if you're working in the steel mill. You have to put on the hard safety equipment, and it's hot and it's heavy, and you've got to work. You have to work, and you have a break, and you have a lunch, and you have your friends, and you have camaraderie, and you are doing something for society, but it is not fun. It is hot as hell in a steel mill. These people work. They get up early. And now the liberals in the newest bill that these fucking idiots are putting in front of the Congress that they're debating today, October the 1st, 2021, are saying that these people who have put their lives on the line, electricians, dealing with high voltage electricity, getting up early in hot and sweaty environments every day, working in 100-degree heat, pulling wrenches. The government is requiring that they pay for the college education of these soft liberals? I'm just in shock. I'm just in shock. You know what? The skilled tradesmen of this country, the blue-collar workers, you are the heroes. You are what keeps the country going. My hat's off to you. The best people in the nation. The best. And you're vilified. You're vilified. They scream at you. They will call you a racist. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what you know. Doesn't matter what your life is. Doesn't matter if you're married to a person of color. They will call you a racist. They're the most intolerant, vicious, hideous people in the world. They are ruining America and they don't even know it. I don't think they know it. I really don't. I think they think that they're so self-righteous, that they're so smart, that they know what's going on, that they know you're a racist. They know what's better for society. They know everything, that they can scream and yell, and you can pay for all their college education where they have done nothing in college except sit around the whole of their 4 years and learn fucking shit. They've learned, they've got a degree. Do you want to, you're an electrician out there. You're a plumber. You're getting up at 5 a.m. to get to your job on time, or your boss will dock you, and you're going to pay for somebody for them to get their degree in human geography. Human geography. I don't even know what it means. Renaissance studies. Do you want to pay for that? Mechanic? Hey, mechanic out there pulling your wrenches, your knuckles are hard. You got to get up on top of that thing and it's 100-degree heat. You got to lay some cardboard down to get on top of it. And you got to lean over and you got to use some adjustable wrenches to get to it. You got to torque it to a certain value. You're going to pay for some liberals to go to get their feminist studies degree. In 100-degree heat, you're going to pay for it. You and your children. You're going to pay for arts history. You're going to pay for liberal arts. You're going to pay for the studio arts. You're going to pay for the fine arts. You're going to pay for the performing arts. Yeah, every day you're going to get up and you're going to make a payment to those arts. Because the liberals, in this bill that's going through, is going to take all your money and distribute it to the liberals. It's distributing the wealth from you, the worker, the union worker. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. To the white liberal elites. That's what's happening. I'm not lying. Check it out yourself. You people that know how to remodel houses and you know how to do this and do that and with plumbing and you're geniuses, no. All your money should be taken to feed them, to feed the climate corps. That's in the bill that they're trying to pass. Trillions of dollars to paying young people to go and knock on your door and say, hey, you should only take a shit every 2 days. You need to poop every 2 days. It's good for the rainforest if you only poop every 2 days. So do whatever you get in. And we're going to monitor your fucking flushes. We're going to monitor your shit going down. You better shit only 2 days, motherfucker. The climate corps, they're going to come after you. They're going to say, hey, you're running your air conditioner a little too much, don't you think? The climate corps. What are these young people going to be doing? These young people that don't know their ass from the hole in the ground, they're going to be walking around lecturing you. They're going to be paid trillions of dollars. I don't even know what it is. What can it be? This is retarded. It's ridiculous. What? I can rant and rave all night and day. I can rant and rave all night. I don't know what to do. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Well, I'm going to have to stop because I need to drink more Tito's. But if I drink more Tito's, then this program is going to go downhill. So I'm going to let you go now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. Skilled tradesmen. out there. Blue-collar people, unions, you're being played by the Democratic Party. You've been giving your money to them for so many years. They're using you. Don't you know it? Better wake up. You're the heroes. Don't let them tell you how you need to spend your union dollars and who you have to support. They won't allow you to support anyone else. You try it. If you're a union, you try to donate money to the Republican Party in excess of what you're spending to the Democrats, and you see how they'll react to you. You're their slaves, but you're the heroes. They want you to pay for their white liberal elites. They're the only people that can get away with murder in this country. They're the only people that can commit sexual harassment in the workplace. And they're absolved. They're the only people that can get away with anything. Think about it. Watch it. Look at it. You're a black person. Try to disagree with them on one or two topics and see what happens to you. You watch. I bet you. They use you as their slaves. The Democratic Party honestly thinks that the black people in this country are still the slaves that they were in 1860 when the Democrats were in charge of all the slaves and Abraham Lincoln, the Republican, took them on and said, fuck this shit. We are going to fight a war to free the slaves. It was the Republicans that did it. But guess what? You've been gaslighted. You might not even know this. You might not even know. So whatever, who cares? Good night, amen, whatever.